What's going on, guys? NoSlack Novak here with episode 11 of Season 1, which is actually kind of Season 1 / Season 2, because we will be advancing into Season 2 in this episode. Now, we just finished up Season 1. We did our 10th race of the season, which was a bit of a disappointment, but it was, it was expected with how bad our cars were. That's definitely going to be the number one focus moving on into Season 2, is going to be improving our vehicles. Also, as you can see here, we have $10.1 million because we got our end of season bonus money. And I feel like we need to improve our headquarters. Now, it might not be something that we do right now. We did improve our factory in the last season. As you can see, we are have the second factory level. We are top of the league when it comes to that. But pretty much everything else, not the greatest. Designing, we are middle of the road. Performance-wise, we're middle of the road. The staffing, we're middle of the road, as well as the staff and brand, which is just like marketing. Again, middle of the road. Overall, middle of the road. So we're definitely going to have to improve some of these. And I'm thinking I'm going to want to do the test track eventually, just because that will then unlock us to having a great engine, which would be pretty useful. Scouting facility, I hear, is also very important. It lets you unlock more unscouted drivers. And I also think it lets you scout more people at once. There's other things we could use. Staff center, the forecasting center, to kind of give us a little bit more of an advanced heads up as far as if it's going to rain or stop raining or whatnot. But you know what? All this is fairly expensive other than the scouting facility. I think we're going to kind of hold off on this for at least a little while, just to see exactly where we are financially once the new season starts. That being said, we're going to have to hire 2 new drivers, or at least promote or re-sign either Andre Gomez here or Enano Ferreira, which Gomez was a pretty big disappointment, but you know what? He is a solid driver. He's a 2.25 star, which, I mean, he is one of the better drivers in the league, even though Falco here is clearly better by 1 star, and he still has a little bit of potential left to be unlocked. Gomez is not a bad driver whatsoever. I'm willing to give him another shot, although it is kind of going to be worth maybe checking out. We do have Sergio Valdez here, who's 20 years old, and he definitely has more potential than Andre. There are a few other drivers that are better, that aren't on a team, as you can see here. Dembele here is 33 years old, but he's a 2.5. Again, and we can still scout plenty of other drivers too. You know what, that's actually something that we're probably going to do. Let's go ahead and do that. 20, 17, 20, 21 years old. If one of these guys can show us something, I mean, it might be worth signing those guys over Andre. Anyways, I think that's going to be good enough for now. 40 days, 27, okay. But yeah, you know what, Sergio over here, let's go ahead and check him out. He is solid on everything except for fitness. He's a born leader. Oh, nice. It actually gives him a +2 on pretty much everything. He is selfish, though, so he wants all the new parts, which, to be honest with you, if we get Sergio here, he is, he's 3 stars already, plus he has the 1 star of potential to add on top of that, so we would probably make him our number 1 driver and give him the best of the best. Spoilt mechanic relationship is -15, and he hates team orders. So he won't take team orders. So that actually is kind of interesting. I mean, it would let us focus more on Falco. He does own a go-karting school, so he has overtaking +1. This is a permanent trait. So we will never be able to tell him... Pretty sure we'll never be able to tell him to, like switch to overtake mode or kind of back down or anything like that. Let's see what he's looking for when it comes to cash. He's unemployed. My status isn't too important. Okay, well, we'll give him number 2 driver then. If it's not, you know what, we'll give him equal status. If it's not important, we'll give him equal status. The most we could offer him, wow, it's quite up there. I'm thinking let's try to lowball him. Wages are important. Let's try to do 330,000. I would just really like him over Gomez. He's so much better. 330, he prefers a short contract. That's fine. We can do the end of 2016. I'd like a nice sign-on fee, which, let's see, what's the max we could give him there? 675. So let's do 540. And then a bonus size is quite important. Again, okay, so I think, you know, you're such a good driver. We'll give you 5th and above, and if you get 5th and above, we will give you, let's say the 90,000 bucks. Hopefully that is something he accepts. I really don't want to go too much higher on the cost per race. But if he accepts that, I'll be very, 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 very pleased with that. Let's go ahead and continue on. And actually, you know what? Let's pause this real quick. I want to check something out. Improve the parts. 92. Okay, so we are improving on the gearbox over here, which is at 117 out of 131. That's going to be done 92 days before the race. I'm a little curious as to why the the warnings here haven't gone down yet. Maybe we just need to do the preseason testing and all that stuff. But yeah, you know what? Let's kind of maybe even this out a little bit. Get the reliability done there a little bit more. You know what? No, because I'm sure that's going to go all the way back down. Because all these other parts are still at 100% reliability. So that just hasn't gone down yet. Let's go ahead and continue on. We have the preseason start here. And we have the contract proposal as well. Okay, let's see. Car design unlocked. All right, let's design the New Year's car. We have the $7 million. That's going to get added to our current balance. So we're at 17.1. Now, this is where it's a little bit confusing. And I get we have the engine supplier, fuel, material, and brake suppliers. However, for some reason, the fuel efficiency and all that, everything is pretty much really, really bad. Now, I don't know if that's because of the league that we're in, or if it's just because we are like a lower team and we don't really have the ability to get better equipment or build a better chassis, or what exactly. Let's see, the engine supplier. I would like a good fuel efficiency, but I feel like, you know, I mean, let's see, very weak, very weak. Ah, man, base stat modifier. Look, we have 1 million over here, and then a +5, +4, but those are, look at that, it's 5 million bucks there, 4.6 million bucks there. That is pretty crazy. I wonder if this is worth it. Engine supplier, improvability. I don't know, man. Let's kind of skip that one for now. Fuel supplier, Russian oil, Oceania Energy, 1.5, but they're weak, and then Imperial Petroleum, medium, very weak. The fuel efficiency, I mean, is it that important? I mean, we pretty much have to pit 3 times, right? Like, I don't think we could get one of these fuel suppliers and make it to where we can magically not pit 2 times during a season, during a race. So I think let's go for the middle of the road. We'll go with Oceania for the $1.5 million there. Material supplier, tire wear, 1.2, 3.5, and 5.0. Oh, man, the medium there is very tempting. That's 5 million bucks. So I think, again, we're going to go with the middle of the road. Morimoto, we're going to go with the week in the week. That's 3.5. That bumps us up to $5 million already. So really, we only have $2 million to spend out of what we put aside last season, which we're pretty much going to spend right here. Let's see, the brake supplier, tire wear, which again is pretty much the same thing as the material supplier, just affects the tire wear and the tire heating. Ah, man, let's see, we could do weak, very weak, weak, medium, but that's 3.5 million bucks. Again, you know what, let's just go with the middle of the road. We'll do the 1.5 million, and then for the engine supplier, even if we did do middle of the road, that is going to cost us 4.6 million bucks. We could do a Shimizu, which is, however, very weak for both, and then a base stat modifier, which honestly I'm not 100% sure. The engine is the most important and most expensive part of your new car. Engines impact fuel efficiency and car improvability. Every engine supplier can add to the starting performance level of your engine. Alright, this is the base stat modifier. The best of these can give you an edge in the first few races in the season. Alright, well, let's see, base stat modifier. So, I mean, I'm guessing that means if our engine's, let's say, like a 90 Mersault, will then automatically make it a 95, which, you know what, the 5 points, I'm not really all that concerned about that because we can improve on that pretty quickly. So, you know what, I think I'm going to go cheap, and I'm going to go with Shimizu. That's going to cost us a total of 7.5, so we'll still have just under $10 million to go. We're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to confirm. And yeah, we're at 9.6 million bucks. So the car chassis is going to take a while to get designed there. Let's go ahead and continue on. And we do have the contract proposal that just came in. And he wants a renegotiation, which I was kind of expecting. However, this is the last chance to sign Sergio Valdez. He was delighted with the equal status, which is really good. He was delighted with the contract length. That's what he wanted. He wanted a short contract. He's got that. The sign-on fee, he's neutral with that. And then he's delighted with the race bonus as well. So I'm thinking the sign-on fee, let's go ahead and bump that up one more, just because that'll jump that from neutral to probably happy. And then with the cost, wages are important to him. I know they are. Ah, man, let's go ahead. Let's give him the 4.2. And then I'm thinking he'll probably sign with this. 4.2, oh man. You know what, we'll do 4.7. Just because I'd really like to get Sergio here. He's a great driver. Look at that. He could be potentially a 4-star driver, which pretty sure he'd be one of the best of all 3 leagues. So we're going to send him that proposal. He is going to respond to us fairly quickly, and he rejected it. There's no way I'm signing a deal like that. Forget it. Okay, you know what? That's fine. Whatever. Driver renegotiations, Sergio Valdez, rejected, fine, whatever. Let's go ahead and check out our scouting. Who is a free agent? Oh, look at this. Lipanen is a 4.5. Great driver there. Let's check you out. Wow, you're in the green on freaking everything. Wow, 27 years old too, and he's making cost per race $795,000. Wow. Okay, well, I mean that's where we'll end up eventually, but for now we can't really afford to even touch that kind of a contract. Let's come down here. I don't want to mess with any of those guys that are already on the team. We do have some scouting in progress. We have a 2.5 star over here. We have a 1 star, but he has the potential of going up to 2. Let's see, can we get it kind of quick? Yeah, you suck, buddy. Not going to go ahead and... Oh, Dembele here. He was with another team. He's a 2.5. He's solid. Not quite sure how much money he's going to want. Or she, I'm not quite sure. It looks like a she, 159 pounds. Aurélie Dembele. I'm thinking, though, I might kind of want to wait on some of this scouting. Let's go ahead and scout you. Faith Anthony is still available. Her cornering and her fitness suck. I really do feel bad about dropping her for Falco. I kind of wish I had stuck with Faith and dropped Gomez, but, you know, I didn't. Nothing we could really do about that now. Let's go ahead and actually wait on some of these scouting jobs, and then we might hire a new driver then. Let's see what we have as far as sponsorship offers. Kashima, 13 races. Wow, that's going to cover the entire season and some, so I don't know if I really want to do that. At $300,000, so that's going to be over $3 million. I want to say $3.9 million for that. And then FWK is going to be $1 million bucks, and then $180,000 per race. Don't ask me to do the math on that. That's going to be something like 1.8, 2.8, about $2.5 million there. And then Eve Technology, 400 up front, 150,000 per race. That's definitely not going to be better than the FWK. So pretty much either Kashima or FWK. Which if we did Kashima, that would cover pretty much Falco's cost per race, the $300,000. However, FWK is going to give us $1 million up front. You know what? Let me bust out the calculator real quick. No, you know what? I don't have to. So the Kashima is going to be $3.9 million. However, it's going to be for 13 races. And then FWK is going to be, like we said, what was that? 2.8, like 2.5. However, it's going to be 2.5 for 5 less races. So we're going to go with FWK. It's going to give us the $1 million. That's going to bring us back over 10 million. And then we'll be getting the, was it like 180,000 per race, which isn't all that great, but hey, we're only going to have to do that for 8 races as opposed to 13 with the other guys. Now, we are going to have a couple other sponsorships opening up after the first race. Ishikawa and Brutus Tires are both going to go bye-bye, and we're going to be able to get a new sponsorship opportunity. Now, let's go ahead and continue. Cycling race coming up. Cool, whatever. Contract was offered and rejected. What's this? Tire trade-off. Okay. Hey, NoSlack, I've got a dilemma for you. We've been playing around with the new brakes, and it looks like there's some room to significantly improve our tire heating. However, if we do make these adjustments, they'll have a knock on to our tire wear. It's your call. So tire heating will go up +1. However, tire wear will go down -1. I'm not going to touch it. It's too risky. I'm going to go ahead and stick with what we've got right now. And then we can't really check our parts or anything like that. So, well, we'll just have to wait until the chassis here is finished. Let's go ahead and continue on. What have we got? Andre Sabato makes move to Eastwood. Vexilla Motorsport signs Capel. Thomas snapped up by Archer. And Dembele picked up by Firebird MRT. Okay, so that was somebody we were kind of looking at a little bit. Cox got snapped up by Octane Racing. All right, good for him. So both of our Andre Gomez and Enano Ferreira, their contracts have expired. So it doesn't look like Andre Gomez is going to be returning, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are pretty happy about. And we do have some scouting here coming up soon, 16 days. It's not going to take too long. Let's go ahead and fast forward that, and hopefully we'll find a youngster who we can kind of pick up on a little bit of a cheap contract. Let's see here. Unique opportunity. All right. Archer BMR have been in the news lately after one of their engines caught fire in the garage. The GMA are calling their work practices unsafe. We have an opportunity with our upcoming marketing materials to exploit this mishap and compare it to our superior working conditions. Now, if we do that, our marketability is going to go up 25 points. However, the chairman is going to be unhappy. He's going to go down -20. I am definitely going to do that because that's going to help us with signing better contracts next year. And you know what? I think our chairman is pretty happy with us as of right now. So we can definitely sacrifice a little bit of, him being a little bit unhappy. Now let's check out some of these drivers. Karina Zanelli. Oh wow. Oh, cost to break contract, 616,000. I was under the impression you weren't. You know what? I guess we did scout some people that were still under contract. Cost per race, 123. You have great potential, though. Your smoothness absolutely sucks, though. I mean, great overtaking and great fitness. However, everything else, I mean, braking, consistency, adaptability, feedback are both, I mean, they're all acceptable. It's just your cornering, your smoothness, and your focus sucks. So I'm not sure I want to invest money, even though you're 20 and you have great potential. I mean, that's going to take just too long to improve on. So, and you hate intermediates, which is not really all that great. You're a narcissist, though, so your marketability is huge, and that's going to be actually a permanent. Marketability is at 100%. Wow. Wow. Okay, you know what? You're a possibility, but we're going to hold off. We're going to scout some of these other people. Villalonga. Wow, 17 years old and absolutely amazing potential. That is awesome. You're a reserve driver. Cost to break contract is going to be $767,000 freaking dollars. And I'm okay with this too, giving you a bonus and a qualifying bonus. That's all fine. Your adaptability isn't all that great, and your focus isn't all that great. However, everything else is solid. The feedback is really good. Everything else is like just kind of middle of the road, but your braking is solid too. I mean, you know what? You're a possibility, especially at only 17 years old. So Villalonga, you might be hearing from us pretty soon. Christian Lust looks a lot like the last guy, Villalonga. 4-star potential, 2 stars right now. Everything over here sucks. However, he's really good with all these things. But you know what? The overtaking and the braking and the focus especially is just very, very important. So you know what? No thank you, sir. Scouting report finished. Yes, yes, yes. I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe, even though that is going to cost us $767,000 to break, and we'll probably have to give him a better contract than the $127,000 that he's getting right now. But he's got amazing potential. And Villalonga, come on, man. Okay, let's see. He's a club goer. That improves his marketability. That's only going to last 12 more weeks. But he's at a 99%. Total. So he's going to go up almost 2% every single week. 1.6. These are the most important ones just because he's so weak on those. Here, 2 per week, 2.69 per week. He's got telemetry center too, so that kind of helps him with that. Test track, okay, yeah, he's not going to have some of these things with us. So I'm not quite sure. I mean, he's got a good improvement rate. This guy is solid, man. I'm thinking we're going to approach him. Oh, he's not interested. I'm not joining a team in the European Racing Series. Well, I mean, that makes sense. I don't blame you, honestly. Are you willing to, let's approach. I don't know if I actually want to sign her, but I just want to see if she's not interested. Okay, well, that saves us some time there. Let's go ahead and continue with the scouting then. Nope, we're going to continue with the scouting. Finish scouting on someone. Christian Timpone. Let's see what he's got to offer. All right. Cost to break contract, $2.5 million. That is almost a no starter there. He hates leading. And that is permanent. Wow. Modified applier when in first place in the race. So if you're winning the race, you are actually going to start sucking. Endurance, that's only going to last 10 weeks there. He's got good stats here. The focus is a little weak just because he's already 21, which, I mean, I wish that would improve a little bit faster. And plus, he's getting 470,000 per race. I don't think I'm not going to approach that guy. Nope, no thank you. Too rich for my blood. Now, we do have to edit our, and I'm still not sure how you say this, if it's a livery or livery, but this is pretty much just the way that your vehicle looks, and I think we're definitely going to switch it up from the way we were last season. Let's see, can we get a little bit of a different camera angle? I would like that. And I'm thinking, too, the trim color, we might go to more red. We'll do something like that. Maybe, will the primary? No. I still want to stick with red. Red is our thing. You know what? Let's just stick with the red. Let's see what we can do here while we're... you know what? That one's not bad. 2 is not bad. 3 is not bad. 2 and 3 both looked solid. You know what? 2 and 3. I think I'm going to go with... Let's go with 3 for this season. We'll do that. Yes, we're going to stick with that. 3 looks solid. Little bit less going on, but it's also not such a mess as the other one that we had last season, which I think was number 7. We're 83% done with the chassis design. Tire heating is okay. Improvability, nothing special. Really, our chassis is quite plain. Let's check out what Celine Paul here has. Is she even approachable? No, she's not, so no sense in even looking at that. Let's see. Oh, Henry Pilkington. Let's see what he's got. Is he approachable? He's not interested. All right, then. So a lot of these guys are just not interested in joining us right now. Luigi Marchetta, El Sadat. You know, let's scout you guys because why not? Peter Young, he's already with a team. I don't really want to scout anybody that's already with a team. Yeah, those are the only guys. Those are the only people that are still available. Did Faith Anthony sign? No, Faith Anthony is still over here. And I feel like she probably won't sign. Saris here, possible 2-star. Andre Gomez is still available, 23 years old. I don't know. You know what? We're just going to go ahead. We're going to keep advancing. Let's keep pushing through. Contract ending. I'm done with my scouting mission. Alright. Hold on. What was that contract ending with these guys? What? I don't think that was... The 10 teams of the European Racing Series will be starting preseason testing this weekend. Alright, great. Let me just make sure that we still have all of our... Okay, we still have the lead designer and the race mechanics and all that. They did give us 2 new drivers, 17 and 18 years old. Obviously, they both suck. They don't really have any kind of potential either. Which, you know what, we're just going to have to get rid of those guys. Not going to be a huge issue. Great sponsorship. Actually number 1 in sponsorship right now, which is great. Staff is, we're 6th. The headquarters, we're 6th. Drivers, we dropped down to 9th. And then the car, we're still in 9th there. That being said, the chassis will be done here very, very quickly. We definitely need to pick up a better driver. Without a doubt, we need to pick up a better driver. What are our possibilities? We have 16 days, 14 days. You know, I think we just need to get somebody right now. Let's see, Andre Gomez. Let's just double check what he's got. Fitness and braking suck. Let's check out his smoothness, his consistency, and his feedback is solid, though. Let's come over here. Let's see what Faith Anthony has to offer. Overtaking is solid and consistency is solid. Cornering, not so much. And then the fitness, not so much. She's a nice girl, so that does give her teammate morale, chairman's happiness, and mechanic relationship boost. That's permanent. And she's also got helps teammates to improve faster, which is going to be useful with Falco. You know what? Let's go ahead and approach Faith Anthony. We might bring her back. So status isn't too important. That's fine. You'll be the number 2 driver. Wages aren't very important. Okay, we'll bump you up to, let's do 128. You'd prefer a long contract. You know what? I'm thinking, should we just do the 1-year or the 2-year contract? You know what? Let's just do 2 years. She prefers long. We won't give her 3, but we won't give her 1. We'll settle for the middle. We'll give her the 2-year contract. Signing on fee isn't very important, so we won't even do one. Actually, you know what? We will, but we'll make it kind of cheap, $90,000. Bonus size isn't very important. We'll give you incentive. If you finish 8th, we'll give you $42,000. Let's go ahead and actually offer that contract, and let's go ahead and continue. New car design is complete. We're going to be doing some sort of preseason testing here. Let's check this out. Okay. Preseason testing is going to commence. Now, Falco is driving one car, and this Spelting is going to be doing the other one. I'm not going to be too concerned with what he gets out of his car. Mostly, I'm just interested in what Falco does, which he has some gearbox issues. Hopefully, those go away. Fastest lap, nothing special, 2:02. All right, well, that was kind of disappointing. Not quite sure what to make of all that, though. Alright, I really hope Faith Anthony joins. I'd like to actually have her back on the team. It was a little bit of a mistake getting rid of her. Let's see, targets for 2017. Alright, NoSlack, it's that time of year again. We need to set out where you expect the team to finish. I have to say that anything above 9th place would be seen as a success by the investors. Are their expectations unrealistic, or can we push a little higher? Now, if we did 10th, we'll get 11.2. 9th, we'll get 14 million. And if we say that we'll actually finish 17th, we'll get 16.8. I'm not quite sure that the extra $2.8 million is going to be worth jeopardizing that. So I think we're just going to be conservative, and we'll say that we'll finish 9th. $14 million is going to be good with me. We are now at $24 million, and we can actually improve on some of what we have here. Now let's see. If we do the brakes, that will allow us to research great brakes. That's going to cost us $8 million. If we do the telemetry center, unlocks components for gearbox part development and allows your drivers to improve their consistency and smoothness. That will then allow us to get the great gearboxes. Test track will allow us to build great engines, which is very, very, very important. That's going to take 24 weeks to build, though. The forecasting center is going to take 16. That's going to improve our weather reports, allowing you to see weather patterns forming much faster, and yada yada yada. Scouting facility unlocks more unscouted drivers from different championships. The variety of drivers also improves with each upgrade. Alright, that's only 2.2. That's something we might do. The staff center is going to help our lead designer and race mechanics to improve their skills. It also allows the drivers to better their fitness and focus. That could be pretty important, the staff center. 5.7 million for that, though. Driver fitness improvement rate, driver focus improvement rate, and improved staff stats. That might be something that I want to do. And that's, I wonder if we could actually do 2 at once. Driver fitness, driver focus, and then staff improvements. I really do want the better engines, though. I feel like the test track. Driver cornering improvement rate. That will, I think, if we do this 1, your current knowledge 1. If we build it, we'll actually get the great engine ability, and then we'll driver cornering and driver overtaking. So you know what? We're going to go ahead and we're going to do that. We're going to spend $8 million to build the test track. Let's go ahead and confirm that. That's going to take out a nice chunk. So now we have $16 million to spend. Let's check out our car too. We want to improve these parts that we have. First and foremost, and look, everything went away. Nice. All the warnings we had as far as like illegal parts and everything, all that went away, which is nice. We're going to have to improve on a lot of this reliability though. Let's work on both of the brakes and both of the engines just to start, and then we're going to throw in all that stuff for the performance too. That's going to just kind of get improved on because of this chief mechanic impact over here. Let's see if we switch them out. 0.8, 6, and 0.4. So yeah, we're going to have Gary work on that. We're going to have Billy work on performance, and we're going to go ahead and do that. The next race is in 11 days, so way, way, way too quickly. The first race is going to have an absolute ton of broken parts. But there's nothing really we can do about that. Now, let's see, preseason testing, we did that. We got the new car design, we did, again, preseason testing. And targets for we did all that. I would love to see where Faith Anthony is going to actually make her decision. Right there. Let's simulate to when she makes her decision. And hopefully we'll be welcoming her back to NoSlack Racing. If not, I don't know. It's going to be interesting because we have a race here in 3 days. She accepted, right? Faith Anthony. Let's check out the details. Nope. Let's go back. She agreed to the contract. She was delighted with the status. She was neutral on the cost per race as well as the length. And she was delighted with the sign-on fee and the race bonus. So you know what? We're good with that. We're going to go ahead and sign her. We're going to get rid of, let's get rid of Marcos over here, just because he's 1 year older than Juliet. So we're going to go ahead and keep the little bit younger driver around, and we'll continue the finances. Confirm, $90,000, well spent there. Juliet is our number 2 driver. Welcome back, no. What are we doing here? Promote reserve driver. We're going to promote her over Juliet. There we go. Nice. So yeah, Falco is our number 1. Faith is our number 2. Falco is clearly the better driver, so he'll still be getting the better parts. But Faith Anthony is no slouch. She'll be solid for us. I'm sure about that. And that kind of rights a wrong that we had last year with firing her. So guys, that's going to be the end of the off-season episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We definitely improved on a few things. I mean, we do have better car parts. It's just a matter of actually improving on them. The engine over here is a 103. Could be better, but could be worse. And then the gearbox here is going to be a major improvement for us. That is like our best part as of right now. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to improve on the brakes, and we'll do like an engine and brakes next, probably. I do want to get both of our drivers an engine that's above 100. And then probably towards the end of the season, once that test track gets done, we'll design a second engine, and then that will be a great ability because of the unlock that provides. Anyways, hit the like button if you guys like this episode. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot. And hopefully I'll see you guys on another video. Prison Architect, Sim Airport, or, you know, any one of those videos. Yeah. Until then, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you later. Bye.